today's video we're going to take a look at storyboards for creative eye media, R081 specifically. So what is a storyboard? So a storyboard is a sequence of drawings or images with directions and dialogue. The idea is that we use these to represent the shots planned for a story, film, television. It could even be for animations and even games nowadays. Now these can be done on the computer, or they can be done by hand, and they can be in colour or black and white. There's not one set way of doing it. It's just ensuring that you make one that's good enough that you can actually use it for the desired purpose. So the point of a storyboard is to allow us to visually plan a production, to give guidance on how each scene is going to be edited, allows a user to see how the scene is going to flow together, shows the ordering, shows stage directions, camera angles, camera shots, lighting, and it's for not only just filming the production or making the production, but it's also the editing as well. Like 9 times out of 10, the person who's filming it isn't going to be editing it later on. So the person who's doing the editing, adding the effects and putting the scenes together should still have some idea how the scenes are going to flow. So what do we need to show on the storyboard? We need to show timing, so how long each scene's meant to last. We need to show any sound effects, any speech or dialogue, any music, camera shots, camera angles. You might have a part of the plot so you understand what each scene is doing, the scene number so you know which order they go in, and you might have things like lighting. So in an exam you might get asked name 3 things on a storyboard. You need to pick some of these ones, so timing, sound, speech, camera shots, something like that. See, this example here is just pictures, so it wouldn't be as clear as to what's going on. I think you can pretty much work it out, but it'd be nice if it had things like what songs playing in the background, how long each scene lasts, how long does this going down sort of swooshy part, how long is that going to last for. So here's an example of a storyboard that I've created. So I've done it on the computer. See, I've got the scene number, I've got timings, animations, I've got dialogue in there, a drawing of the scene so you know what it looks like, and some sound and music, as well as all things like camera angles and any additional notes as well. You see here, I've got notes, I've just put the clouds drifting to the left, so they're going that way. So that's just some form of extra direction for the animator that they could use. Now, if this was an exam question, I've definitely got, my 3 technical features, because I've got the scene number, I've got timings, and I've got dialogue, that's 3, I've got camera angles 4, sound and music, those 2 separate ones, so that'd be 5, possibly 6 marks, 6 aspects, sorry, which means I could be in that top mark band 3. So in the exam, you can be asked what the point of a storyboard is, which we've already covered, what should be included in a storyboard, which we've covered, and who uses a storyboard, which again, I've covered already. You might get asked to evaluate a storyboard, so you look at how effective is it, has it got all those technical aspects, could you take that storyboard and use it for yourself, what are the strengths and weaknesses, and how could you actually improve that storyboard and make it better. Additionally, you could also be asked to create your own storyboard. Now, as I've said on the previous part of the video, you need to have at least 3 technical features, and they need to be consistently used for you to get full marks. So if you just have 3 things, but you've got one on one scene, one on another, and one on another, that doesn't count as a consistent use. So you need to have all 3 of the things you choose on pretty much each of those individual sections. But I've got a separate video on how to create a storyboard. If you look into my playlist, I've got a video on there for you that you can use. So here's an example theory question. So it's not a creating, it's not an evaluating, it's a mock exam paper from a previous past paper. So we've got a scenario, so it's about a construction toy based on building blocks. Essentially it's a rip-off of Lego, and they want a storyboard to create their advert. So you could just state 1 purpose of a storyboard for this TV advert, state 2 reasons why a storyboard is a suitable choice for a pre-production document for this TV advert, and identify 4 items that could be included on the storyboard for this TV advert. So I'd like you to pause the video and see if you can answer those questions. Now, it's not an exact science, but usually in the exam situation, 9 times out of 10, it works out to be 1 mark a minute. So you've got about 7 or 8 minutes to try and answer this question. So pause the video and I'll go through the answers in a moment. Okay, and now for the answers. So the whole point of a storyboard is it's meant to be a visual plan of the advert, so you can see each visual representation of the scenes and how you can edit those scenes. So you have to say visual. If you write a plan of an advert, you need to have visual on there. Okay, That's why I've sort of emphasised visual. Then next question, so you can see the advert timeline easily. You can see the flow of the scene into the next in the advert. You can see how the images and scenes in the advert will look. You can see camera angles, so the cameraman knows what to film. Now it says don't accept picture as it could be a visualization diagram, not a storyboard, so it's too vague, it's TV. And then the last one, things to put on, so we've got scene number, timings, camera shot, camera angle, lighting, advert scene content such as characters, scenery or speech, and sound effects. So you can't just write text image description, because that's just a bit too vague. Sometimes you can get away with that on a mood board question. We can say images, text, but it's a bit too vague for a storyboard question, so you need to actually say why. So you can say text of a camera shot, or picture of a character, or picture of a background. That'd be a lot more appropriate. And thank you for watching. It's a nice quick one. So please, if you struggle with anything, please rewind the video, have take another look through, maybe reattempt those questions, and check out my other video if you want to see how you can answer a create storyboard question. But give it a like and subscribe if you thought it was helpful, and I will see you in the next video.